Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So in front of me I have another little top-up shop. Majority was from Lidl and I had a couple of bits from Asda and Tesco's. And also a very good thing, I've managed to grab myself another £1.50 box and that looks really full. So I'm going to leave this to the end for any of you who's interested, and we're going to have a look through this because I fully haven't actually, I don't actually know what's inside that, so leave this to the end of the video. So on a note guys, majority of the stuff was from Lidl, and the reason again I picked Lidl because, well, I love it, and this week is meant to be a German week. So one decided to go there, pick up some bits and decided to have a German themed dinner. So that would include some sausages, some sauerkraut, some potatoes, and of course some German beer. So after going to the Lidl today and doing my shop, picking up some beers and things like that, I walked away, and on the way home, I actually realized that I forgot to buy the most important thing for my dinner, which was, you guessed it, the German sausages. So like an idiot, I ended up going to Tesco to pick up what's somewhat an average sausage. So I do feel rather disappointed. I didn't want to drive back to Lidl because, well, that was just embarrassing and waste of diesel. So yeah, I had to settle for the sausage. So I might have to postpone my German night. Nonetheless, guys, it only me can go to the supermarket, German supermarket, to have a German night and forget to buy the most important thing. So there we are. Anyway, if you've done anything like this, please comment down below. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's proceed with what we have. So as we were on the beer, let's start with the beers. Again, the beer things are not really a prepping thing, but I did get them, so I might as well just let you know, again, for all of you who's interested across the pond for the prices. So this one, we quite often buy it when they are on there for the German weeks. First beer, well, £1.49 for a tin, and then I picked up two different ones, which I don't think we ever tried. Looks like a cloudy beer. They are £1.99 a bottle. So I'm not following on from there. So again, picked up one of the long life milks. Okay, they're 69p, and I like them from Lidl because they do have the little spout on the top. I've noticed in Tesco's recently, again, they seem to be going through this shortages of dried milk and the milks like that. They don't have any dried milk at all, and they have very little of normal milk. But I do like this in Lidl because of the thingy on the top, which is rather good. And 79p, which is a really good price. Right, whilst we're there on the German week, I picked up, they were doing them on, well, not a clearance type thing, is a sweet German mustard for 99p for 250 grams, which I thought was a really good deal. Also, I've picked up sour cream dressing, okay. This was 99p, they were clearing off from, obviously, the previous weeks. A reason I get this, guys, and I'll tell you a little, not say a secret, but if you like to buy some tortilla chips, you probably have noticed that majority of the brands stopped producing sour cream and chives dips unless it is the leading brand, which is like almost a £3, which I refuse to pay. I did buy a shit one from Aldi for 75p, and it doesn't resemble sour cream or chives whatsoever. It's just like really thick, gloopy mayonnaise type thing. But I've tried this before. That works really well. So to me, it's a good substitute for if you are having, say, a tortilla, night of Mexican, whatever, to have that actually works really well. So for 99p, off it goes in my prepping cupboard. Whilst we're on the condiments, again, I've noticed the shortfall in my preps is the little jars of horseradish sauce, which are currently 65p. Very good, considering they are 90p in Tesco's. And a mint sauce, which is 55p. I was going to pick up some of their cranberry sauce, but they didn't have it, but I did buy this last time in Lidl. Again, if you're new to prepping or fairly new to prepping, don't forget to buy your condiments, okay? They will last pretty much a very long time past the best before date. And again, an SHTF scenario or just as a scenario where you have to rely on our preps, it's very important to have all those things because don't forget, they're still very cheap, but they do make a difference to your basic meals. And whilst we're on the condiments, guys, yes, they also had, again, on clearance, this tomato ketchup. I've bought this from them before, 79p. It's a very good price. It's 430 grams. I refuse to pay £5 for like a Heinz massive tomato ketchup. I think it's just absolutely diabolical. So 79p, tastes really good. Happy days for me. I've left bread here, sorry, but anyway, any of you is interested, the bread is like £1 and 5p, okay? Yeah. Again, for all of you in America, if you're interested. Whilst I'm there, talking about bread, pick up some more bread flour, £1 and 9p. The price seems to be quite stable. So again, if I remember, I pick it up. Obviously, we do bake our own bread. And now, okay, let's go through, again, the juices fluctuate. The kids one, they're still £1.69 for 6, which is okay. Cat food still £2.55, which is brilliant. Water, okay, Lidl are really good at the water pricing. I've got sparkling water here, right, 6 litres, so 12 bottles at £2.19, very good. It's pretty much on par with home bargains for the price. And don't forget, again, if you're new to prepping or, you know, just starting up, the water is paramount, and I can't stress enough how important the water is. For the minute, if you're starting, don't worry about storing in plastic bottles. If you've got a couple of years date on it, if not more, don't worry. Just make sure you have some, okay? Just main point, worry to have it rather than storing it for the time being. Now the bargains. Okay. This is desiccated coconut. Okay, it wasn't their clearance part, but it didn't say it was reduced. Nonetheless, 300 grams, okay, and that was 99p. 99p, this is a very, very good price. They had like loads. They had like 2 meters long of space filled with that. So I don't know what was happening with that. Date is still end of next year, which is absolutely brilliant. Comparing this to their own, the little 100, I think it's a 100 gram little sachet, it's 79p. So to me, it's like, this is good. And then looking at the prices online, you are looking at like really more than double, like literally more than double for something like that. So yeah, if you do have Lidl, pop in, have a look. I would assume they are everywhere, but I don't know, not sure. Nonetheless, I got 5 of them, adding on to different baking things. 99p. I was super, super happy. At first, I picked up 2, and then I got another one, and I've done my shopping, and I came back, picked up another 2, because I knew if I don't buy it, I'm gonna regret it. Right. Next thing, okay, and it is the amazing thing, and I love it. This is from their Spanish week. So you've got the tomato, basically fried tomato with onion. It is like a passata type thing, but slightly thicker with a tiny bit of bits inside it, okay. They were doing them 2 for £2, so that makes it £1 each, 570 grams. It tastes really good, and the date is 2028. The end of. So I've bought them before, okay, and I haven't even been rotating them because the dates were that long on them. So something you consider, because I know many of us worry about storing the tomatoes, okay, but this has been in the glass jar, providing obviously a little popper thing in the top stays closed. That'd be as good as gold. But do be careful, don't really stack them up too many because you could potentially ruin the seal. Nonetheless, I bought 4 of them, and maybe next week if they got more, I'll pick up some more. So another thing, again, I've done this 2 weeks ago last I've been shopping, right? And I still have now that rice on the deal. So again, I picked up more. I found myself, to be fair, but no, we have to rotate our preps, that kind of thing. But I feel because I've been buying them, I've used few and I'm like becoming a little bit, not say lazy, but in the evening, I seem to reach out for the packet. So whilst they were still cheap, I grabbed few. So for all of you who hasn't seen the previous video, they're doing 15 or 20% off, so that works out to be £36 for a basic rice, not basic, but a more basic rice, and then 52p for more fancier ones with some flavorings. So again, I bought a few of them, and this time I decided to bite the bullet and try one of those. Okay, they're beans. It says they're high protein, sweet taji barbecue beans, high fiber, 18 grams protein. So anyway, the date on that is March 2026. So that's not too bad. But what I liked about it, the fact is that they are in a packet like this. So it's pretty much an MRE. Yeah. It is quite thick packaging. So I don't know. It just sounded like a good idea. So I'll give them a go and maybe pick some up next time if they taste good. Right. So again, if of interest to anybody, Halloween, we're going to have a party. So I've seen some ketchup flavored Halloween crisp. They're in a shape, they're for the kiddies really, but 99 pence, which is a good idea. Things like that, right, will last for a really long time anyway, but as I said, it's not really quite a prepping item. But obviously the tortilla chips, they're 57p. They have been going up in price. I remember buying them in Lidl, a little while back, they were like 28p. So they are pretty much doubled in price in the past, not very long to be fair. So that was that from Lidl. I'll go through box in a second. But anyway, on the way, guys, I needed to pop into Asda for a specific reason. And I love this because, like I'm telling you, find your supermarket reduced area if there is one. Okay, Tesco's, we have one at Asda, where they put their stuff that is either approaching dates or whatever is the reason it's there. I found, right, the chocolate spreads, There's only 3 that were left, unfortunately. They're reduced to 90p, and this is chocolate and orange spread. We know, okay, all the condiments like this, like a peanut butter, chocolate spread, yes, they have fat content, but they'll easily last a good couple of years past the date, if not longer. The date on this was, I think, like end of this year, so it is close. That's why they're reducing them, but 90 pence, that is really, really good. 275 grams, but if you compare this to a leading brand, I think they actually taste a bit nicer, and the price is very good. So, whilst I went to Tesco's to pick up an average sausage for the dinner, okay, you can see this, I have a bitterness in my voice. I've seen they did a marinara sauce, and I thought initially it was a sauce, but it's actually got meatballs in it, and it was reduced, not the cheapest, but it was £1.60. And if you have a look at it, okay, date is 10/25, the meatballs actually look rather good. And I'm comparing this to the shit tins of meatballs, you know, they have a chicken meatballs kind of thing. They actually look like a meatball. They look like a decent meatball. So I picked up 3 to give them a go, to give one a go, and then put the rest for a rainy day. But that just looks really good. Everything sauce, everything looks really, really good. So this is Dino's marinara sauce. So there we are. So that was that. So that's covered my normal shop, prepping shop. Let's have a look at the veg box. So this is the veg box. They had 3, you're only allowed to buy 1, and they were literally rammed. All 3 of them were rammed to the top. So I had like literally peep. I've seen that I had strawberries at the bottom, and my little one loves strawberries, so I just grabbed that box. Though also saying that, I wanted to buy some beetroot because this week they have a beetroot on the deal at 69p a bunch, I believe, not a kilo. And I wanted to pick up some bananas, but for some reason I just totally forgotten, like I forgot the sausages. Luckily, at the end, they had that in the box. So, right, bananas. So we've got the fair trade organic bananas. Obviously there's no date on them, but they look okay. They're not manky, so happy days. Then normal bananas. Again, sometimes you get a manky veg in there, obviously for the reason they're getting rid of them, but that looks, you know, a big bunch of bananas. You know, you're looking at a pound for that to buy anyway, and probably that as well. So it's just 150 box, so that's like really good, really good. Right, so we've got a pack of the basic tomatoes. 1 is soft, the rest look okay, so that's good. We've got some avocados. Again, one of them feels really, really soft. One of them is okay, but it could be still just okay. I just have to have a look. We have some grapes. Again, they look absolutely fine, nothing wrong with that. A bit sweaty, teeny weeny bit, but good. Beetroot, I can see it just been loosened up. They just came undone from the bunch basically. So okay, that's fine. So look, a nice bunch of beetroot. Right, so we've got some peppers, 3 peppers. They look okay. Again, this one is a bit damaged, not damaged, but a little bit dented, but that's all right nonetheless. Okay. Spring onions. Okay, don't really do much with spring onions in the winter, but you can plonk them in the water. They will liven up and they'll start growing. So if you don't intend to use them right now, you can use them later. Or you can make yourself a very lovely spring onion salt, which I'll share with you sometime, if I didn't already. Anyway, right, a lonesome orange. Okay, looking a bit pomegranate, looking a little bit dry, but it's kind of okay. If I don't eat it, chickens will eat it, they love it. Okay, we got a bunch of onions, red onions, handy. I've got normal, I don't have red, so that's good. Again, they just look intact, really good. Lettuce. Again, there's nothing wrong with the lettuce at all. And got some strawberries. Okay, a couple of wet ones at the bottom, but wash them, put them in a glass jar, last in the fridge for a while. But to be fair, she come back from school, she devoured the whole packet anyway, so that's good. And as well, she got raspberries. She loves raspberries as well. And again, they look a-okay. They're really happy. I must say, in terms of the value, I think this is one of the best boxes I had so far. Although it's difficult to kind of make a meal from this. This is what I'm trying normally to do when I do one of those the boxes type things. But nonetheless, all of that is usable. You know, the peppers, you can make roast pepper sauce. The beetroot, you can roast beetroot on the side of your dinner. You can pickle the beetroot. You can dehydrate it if you want to. You know, onions, come on, like, you know, everybody likes, not likes, but majority of people likes onions, so they're always helpful in the kitchen. So is the tomatoes, and so is the bananas. So to me, that's actually an absolute brilliant box. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop talking now. Hopefully you have enjoyed my little video. Please don't forget, guys, thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. This channel is all about preparedness, and yes, it does include showing the purchase bits and bobs, and obviously giving you some ideas and things like that, and of course prices for my audience across the pond. So anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe. See you soon. Bye bye.